My favorite change of pace since I was a pioneer. So if you seek adventure, know that you can find it here. So that cheer, the purple and gold, purple and gold. It's even better than the stories we were told. There's no place I'd rather be than TRIPLEC, cause Triple C's the only camp to make a choice. And a little bird told me explorers know how beautiful the great outdoors can be. Our community, the edge knows how to lead a cheer, so let them hear. Purple and gold, purple and gold. It's even better than the stories we were
Hi, Christopher. Hello.
There's no place I'd rather be than TRIPLEC, cause Triple C's the only camp for me. Triple C's the only camp for me. Triple C's the
All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2020, the only Tuesday, March 31st, 2020 in human history, and we're gonna make it a great one. Excited to have you all here today. We're gonna be doing some origami, which is a Japanese art of paper folding. Give me a show of hands if you've done some origami before. All right, some of us have. Fantastic. Great, and give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay right now. So the first thing we need to do before we start our paper folding is prep our materials. Now, hopefully you brought some paper. Hold up your paper if you got some paper. And hopefully you brought some scissors. Hold up your scissors. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Christopher, nice marker set there. We see lots of colors, fantastic. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is our paper needs to be the right size. And a lot of origami, the paper they use is square shaped, right? Now the paper you might have come from a family member's computer, right? It's that sort of normal size paper. So the very first step we're gonna do is we're gonna make this paper into a square. Now maybe you already have paper, you're like an origami master and you should probably be leading this if that's the case. But I'm guessing most of us have rectangular paper right now. And so the way you make it into a square that I find is easiest for me is you're gonna hold it up tall ways, all right? And then just take that top part and fold it down just, it doesn't have to be a lot. It's only gonna be about, have to be perfect. We're not trying to be perfect. I know I'm not perfect. I know the person next to me in Zoom's not perfect. So let's not expect each other to be perfect, right? And the way I like to tell is like, do I have a square? Is if I hold it up sort of in a diamond shape and it looks like all the sides match, then I'm probably pretty good to go. So mine, maybe my fold could be a little longer. I don't know. No big deal. And then once you've made that fold, go ahead and just cut that piece off. And just get it out of the way. We won't need it. So once you make that fold, we're just going to cut it right off. So I grab my scissors and cut away. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. We're just here having some fun, folding some origami. All right. So I take this, I clean it up later. I put it in the recycling. Maybe I turn it into some other paper craft. But I've got my more or less square shaped paper. Go ahead and hold up your square shaped paper for me once you've got it, so we kind of know we're there. All right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we're all there. Fantastic. You all are being professional Zoom gatherers, but I do want to remind you, you're all on the mute, which is fantastic. If you have a question, it's okay to unmute and ask a question, since we're going to do something that we might have some questions on. Okay, so we've got our diamond. Another thing you might find is there's actual paper that's made for origami, and oftentimes one side is blank, it's white, and the other side is colored. And that also helps when you're folding to keep track of what you're doing. So what I want you to do is take a marker or whatever you brought to draw with. It could be a pencil, a pen, doesn't matter. And just on one side of your paper, go ahead, you're just gonna sort of shade it. And we're not talking like coloring it in all the way, just run some scribbles down it across the whole page so you kind of have the colored side and the white side. So I'm working out a little table here. I'm just running my marker across the paper. So now I have something like this, right? I got my colored side, and I got my blank side. Thumbs up if that makes sense so far. Yeah, okay, nice, thank you, thank you. All right, so go ahead and color that one side. I dropped my marker. Okay, are we ready for a little origami? Yeah, okay. So the first thing we're gonna make is a dog, an origami dog. So what I'd like you to do is you're gonna be looking at the colored a diamond, and not yet, but when I say go, you're gonna fold the top of your diamond down to the bottom so those two corners meet. So it's gonna look like an upside down triangle. All right, and then once you've met those two corners down here, go ahead and crease the top so it's nice and folded, okay? And again, I'm gonna use a table so I get a nice straight crease.
Sorry, I missed what just happened. So wait,
No problem. So we started with the diamond on our colored side, and we're gonna fold it in half. So we have an upside down triangle. And check it out, folks. Look at this. My fold wasn't perfect. I got some edge, and that's all right. All right, it's all good. This is still great. So go ahead and hold up. Once you've got that upside down triangle, hold it up so we can see it. Yeah, looking good. Take your time. Yep. All right. Libby's still working on hers. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to take this triangle and you're going to, again, not yet, but when I say go, you're going to fold it in half this way, right? And then we're just going to unfold it. We're essentially making a center line. So right down at the line. So I'm going to join these two corners together. I'm going to crease it again, like that. So I was here. I folded it together. All right. Go ahead and show me this once you've made it.
I'm about to make it. He can't hear you. You're on mute.
Oh, no, you guys are good.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're on mute. Yeah.
yep. All right. Now go ahead and just unfold it again because we just want this line here to help us see.
So is there also, so you fold it this way and this way?
That's right. Yep. So if we were to rewind from the very beginning, I got my diamond. I fold the colored side down, and then I take my upside down triangle. I fold it in half. Then I open it again. Now I'm back to this because I've made this line now that's going to help me out. All right. Once we're here, we're going to take the top two corners and we're going to fold them down like this. Now wait a second and I'll show you mine. So I'm going to just basically like this. So look here. I started here. I kind of look at the point and I just fold it down like that. All right. And once you've made one fold on one side, you can fold the other side down. So again.
Any of this part, so what should I do?
So who's it there? Mason, you'll sort of just have to jump in, but basically I'll rewind it for everyone as we're working on it. So this is where we're at so far. We're making an origami dog. And you might be able to see our dog forming. We're essentially making the head of the dog. So if I were to rewind from the very beginning, I have a square piece of paper. So you might have to, Mason, cut your paper so it's square shaped. I colored one side, so I have the colored side and my blank side. Fold my colored side in half, upside down triangle. I made a center line, and now I'm folding my edges down like this. Go ahead and hold up your dog so far.
My ears are a little different, so I'm trying to fix them real quick.
No worries.
I got it.
Okay, the next step, you can tell these are your dog's ears, yeah?
Yeah.
So here's the top of your dog's head. You're gonna fold this piece to the very top
That's not the best way.
backwards just a little bit. Like this, so the head becomes flat instead of pointy. All right? And it also helps to hold the ears down. So I was here.
Right here.
Okay, Mason, so then you're gonna start like this, Mason, and you're gonna fold your top corners down like that.
Looks like Cicero.
So should I fold it in half once?
Cicero.
Good, yeah. And Mace, you may just have to do your best. We're gonna do more than one. We're gonna try to get 3 done. So this is 1 of 3. All right, and then the last phase, we're gonna take our dog's, the bottom of its head, and just like we did on the top, we're gonna fold this little corner back behind it. Okay, so now we're like this.
No, you can see.
So go ahead and show me once you have that.
Okay.
You got your ears, the face of your dog. Yeah, okay. All right, Luke, I see that. All right, Jude.
How much should we fold it? Okay.
So you just, the top and the bottom of the head, you fold backwards, sort of behind.
So should it look like this?
It should look, yep. Should look like that. Okay, and now the final piece is where you really make it your own. Take your marker and give your dog some personality. Put some eyes, a nose. All right, so we went from this to something like this maybe. So let's all take 1 or 2 minutes. We'll give our dog some eyes, a nose. Maybe you want to add some other color, and then we'll share them all.
Thank you.
And this might be a fun time to go into gallery view, where you can see everybody's screen, and that way you can see all the different dogs that people have made.
I'm not. This is new to me. I'm new to this.
That's okay. Yeah, that's why we're practicing, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
I can't seem to see gallery view, so I'm just gonna look.
Oh yeah, no worries. If you can't find gallery view, no big deal. I'm gonna put some eyes and nose on my dog here.
What is my gallery view? How come he has 2 dogs? Has anyone seen gallery view? What is gallery?
Got some big old puppy dog eyes, right?
I forgot how to gallery view on Chromebook. Hey, see more people.
My dog knows. Maybe you want to add, maybe add some fur, right? Put some lines on the ears, whatever you want. And then depending on your back fold on the bottom, you might even be able to just stand up like that. Maybe not. So that's our origami dog. Thumbs up if you got your dog made.
Not yet for me.
You're done. Go ahead and hold your dog up to the screen so other people can see what we made. All right, Ada, yeah. All right, Mason.
Gallery view, shoot.
Good. All right, Luke. All right, Christopher, yeah. Look at all the different personalities our dogs have. It's fantastic. All right, and if you haven't already, no matter where you're at in your design, go ahead and pause and hold it up for everyone to see, even if you've only got one eye on there.
got two. Yeah.
So we can all
Yeah.
see.
It's
Yeah, all right. I like everybody sharing. Thank you. All right. Now, this dog will continue to have a life of its own when our Zoom's over. You can add some more detail. You can try to make another one, right? All right, we're going to do number 2.
Dog.
We're going to make, actually, yeah, we're going to do number 2. So go ahead and get a new piece of paper. And go ahead, if it's not already square shaped, do what we did before, which is just fold it on the long end.
You finished coloring.
Right? And then cut that extra stuff off. So we have a square piece of paper.
Does anyone know how to do gallery view? Because I do not.
So somewhere on your computer, there'll be
Okay.
an image that looks like this.
I
Might not
just
say
have,
gallery, there'll be a bunch of buttons.
So
And if
I
not,
have
you can stay on speaker.
a school computer. Yeah.
Just
So
see.
I know how to do it, but this is a Chromebook, so we're not sure how to do this at all.
yeah, I have a Chromebook.
Yeah, no worries. Just stay on speaker view. No big deal.
And so,
I want to see
Okay.
everywhere.
where are we now?
Yeah. Well, if there's an adult around, they may be able to look for you. Usually it's somewhere towards the top or the bottom of the window in Zoom.
Try the top right corner because we're on a Chromebook. So
Thanks, Libby. That's a great tip. Thanks for sharing that. Awesome.
I
Okay. Are we working on, does everyone have their second square piece of paper? Go ahead and hold it up so I know you got it.
Wait.
Oh yeah, and then once you've made it, go ahead and color one side. Yeah, Ada, I see that colored side. All right, Rory, you've got that purple side right there. So go ahead and color your side.
We need a minute.
I'm gonna color mine real quick. While we're waiting, I've got a riddle for you to think about while you're coloring. What is full of holes but still holds water? What is full of holes but still holds water?
All right, no. Yeah.
my brother
If
just
you know
told
it, you can unmute.
Wait, what are we doing though? What is our origami thing?
So I'll tell you in a second. You got your square, go ahead and color it. Just
no,
one
I
side so that,
I was wondering if, like, how are we coloring it? Like, depending on what it is. Like, if it's a fish, I don't want it to be the color of, like,
oh, I see. We're making a boat.
boat.
And if we do it right, you'll actually be able to test it in water later.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I probably want something.
Really, the reason we're coloring the side is just so that when we're folding, it's easier for us to talk about what we're doing.
Let me cut on my side in now.
Okay. And I'll know you're ready because you've got a colored side and a blank side and you're holding it up. So does anyone know the answer to our riddle? What's full of holes but still holds water? Probably not our boats. Go ahead and you can say it.
Sponge.
A sponge, yes. Excellent.
He
Sponge.
just told me
All right,
this.
I think we're pretty much all there with our papers, yes?
Yes.
A little bit more, okay, a little more time. Okay, how about this one? What becomes wetter the more it dries?
No.
What becomes wetter the more it dries? Jude, what do you think?
A towel.
ice cream.
I think that towel's right.
Towel.
Yeah, a towel. Yeah.
I
towel.
said that.
No, you didn't.
I
Okay.
said, yeah.
One side, buddy.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started on our boats. So what you're gonna do is flip it to the blank side, the white side of your paper, and we're gonna just hold it like a square. All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold the bottom corner to this corner. So actually, we're basically making a triangle. So bring the two corners together and form a triangle and then crease that edge. We are making a triangle, not basically. All right. And again, it does not need to be perfect. This is just for the fun of making some origami. As you can tell, my edges aren't perfect either, right?
Look how dope.
Okay, and so now you're gonna hold it like this.
Push me. Sorry, that was uncool.
You got a flat side on top.
Yep, just like that.
Wait. Yeah.
We're not ready yet.
Okay, thanks, Libby, for letting me know. And Charlie. Take
So
your
how
time.
this Zoom type triple state camp thing been going on?
We've been doing this for like 2 weeks.
You, yay! I found
This is our
it.
third week. Our third week of our Zooms.
I
And so while
finally
we're waiting, what I'll
found
tell you is, oh, you found gallery view? Great.
Yes, I could see you all. It's beautiful.
Great. And then go ahead and put yourself, please and thank you. All right, so hold up your paper when you're done. So we see this triangle. All right. Christopher, I see you. Great. You did, yep. Libby, we doing good? We're almost there.
Hey, hold it like this. Don't take some paper. Hold it like this.
All right. We're going to get going here. So you're now going to hold it so you have a flat side up. This corner here, you're going to just fold it down just a little. Okay. And then go ahead and do that just a little bit. And then hold that up so I can see it.
Just a tiny little fold, just like
Just a
that.
tiny little fold. Yep.
That.
Wait, behind it or in front?
Just like that.
It actually won't matter because we're going to unfold it again. It's just, but for the purposes, I'm doing it in front. So that's how I would do it so you can see and it kind of matches what I'm doing. And then go ahead and unfold it because all you're doing is making a line for you to see
Maybe
visually.
fold it on both sides again.
Nope, just the one. The one is good.
Like this.
It is so bright.
So all we did was that. And the crease that you made is like a little guideline for you. Okay, the next step, you're going to take your bottom corner and you're going to bring it up. Now watch what I'm going to do, okay? So there's a couple instructions. So when you bring it up, you want it so that you don't have a ton left at the bottom. It's going to be something like this.
What? How?
Look again. Here's my triangle.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter where, but you want a lot of it. A lot of your paper comes up.
Like this?
Wait, so
Yep.
excuse me. I need 2 weeks.
So we'll do it together again. We started here. We made a little fold here. That was just to make a line because we're going to need that later. And then we took the bottom of our triangle and we just brought it up.
Is this good?
Uh-huh. That's fine.
Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome. We can see it. It's
And
awesome.
origami's not easy, right? We're challenging ourselves today. It's not going to be perfect. If this is something you really like right now with family members, you can Google origami for kids. There's all kinds of videos that teach you. There's step-by-step pictures, okay? All right, so we're all here now, right? And now it's going to get a little funky, so just go nice and slow and stay with me.
Nice and slow.
What we have to do is called an inside reverse fold. Sounds like gymnastics. An inside reverse fold. So here's what's going to happen. Watch mine. I'm basically going to unfold it, okay? And I'm going to bring this part down because what I want to do, this.
Like that?
And now you can see how my white side of the bottom of my boat is now on the outside. So I'll do it again.
It is
I'm going to do it again nice and slow.
not.
Just like this.
We were here, right? We're here.
Help me. Yeah, I help.
You're going to open it up
Okay.
Like we're on
and
the
reverse it. And you'll know you've got it because the bottom of your boat is the white side of the paper,
and they can't
and the top of your boat is the colored side.
I can't do it.
No problem. Take your time. We'll do it again. Not to worry. Most of us are here, right? Or maybe it looks like this way. Unfold it and use this line that you've made. You're going to kind of press on that crease. The paper might not want to go right away. But so those lines you've made, the folds you did before are going to help your boat fold.
I just was playing with it and I found it.
Can you do it one more time?
Absolutely, I can happily do it. One more time.
This is so
Okay, we started here. We made a fold like this, okay? And then you unfold it all, and you have these lines here now, and you just sort of push it back. You flip it. Yep.
I don't get it.
Like this?
I don't understand.
Like this?
I
Yeah.
did that.
Like this?
Like this. And again, you'll know it because the white side is the bottom of your boat and the colored side is top. And what this does is it actually lets your boat stand up, right? So
I'm sorry.
Corey, Kendall, you have a question?
It's
I'm
hard.
gonna try doing exactly what I
It
did.
is hard. Yeah, it's not easy.
Try to push it.
Watch it.
And it didn't work.
But we can do hard things, can't we?
Yes.
So we were here. We had this fold. And when you unfold it,
I left it into
okay, you're gonna
And I thought, yeah, this is how long to do that. Now that I taught you, you can do it.
No, I hate you.
yeah, Will. You can unmute if you have a question.
Oh wait, should it be tilted because mine's just flat coming out?
Yep,
Yours
that's
is kind
it. You got it.
of okay.
Well,
I
it's
think
just my fold is maybe a little different. Those are all fine. They're all going to be a little different. Okay. All right. Now, there's some decoration we can do here, and I'm going to show you. But before I get to it, after we're done with our Zoom, we're not going to do any decorating yet. What you can do is you can find a crayon and
Can't hear you.
on each side, really thick, and also do right here. Don't do it right now. And then what that wax of the crayon will potentially waterproof your boat, and you can test it like in the sink or the bathtub, and you can see if it'll float.
Wait, is this it?
Uh-huh.
Looks more like a jet ski.
Give me whatever you want, right?
It looks like a.
You can do to make your boat more boat-like.
Looks like a jet ski.
You can also take your scissors and change the top a little. And again, this is your boat, so you can make it however you want. You can kind of change up the design.
I'm not doing that.
Don't worry, if you're struggling, you can look this up with a family member.
Water. Yes, you are.
You can also give yourself,
I didn't
you
make
can give yourself little portholes, right?
Can you make yours?
Go ahead and put yourself on mute, please, if you don't, unless you have a question. You can give yourself a little window.
Holding pads again.
All right. Maybe you add an egg.
Mom. Did you make yours?
Yeah, Ada. You need some help?
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what do you do with these foldy tabs?
Those were just to help it reverse fold. It's just like a little added thing. That's all. If you're really having struggles, you can also get, again, like I said, maybe ask the adult in the room to help you out.
Made the Titanic.
Chat.
Can you please help?
It's a hard one. I wanted to get to this one because what's fun about this one is you can experiment with it by putting crayon along both edges in the bottom. And
How do you get your top to do that?
cut now, so it's a little confusing. But we were here, right? We had a triangle,
Yeah.
and it looked like this. So most of you were probably here. Imagine this is a tip, all on the colored side. And then you open it, and you
Oh no, it's reversed, isn't it?
push it.
Oh, you
Backwards.
cut it. Okay. I was asking.
It's the USCCC.
Now I've got a blank side and a colored side.
Yeah, I
A
was
little
wondering.
challenging, but maybe this will inspire you to look up some origami skills and try some different things.
Yeah. this
Okay,
is-
and like I said, put crayon on the bottom. You can test it to see if it floats. Yeah, pink lady. All right, Livy, nice. Yeah, you can name your boat, do whatever designs you want.
Don't copy mine. I got the USCCC.
My name. I don't know how to spell it, but this is the Titanic 2.0 that did not sink.
Okay, nice.
It didn't
Nice.
sink.
All right, team, we are out of time, but we're going to go ahead and do a little mindfulness before we go. So I'm going to ask you to go and just put down your paper, your scissors, your markers, whatever it is. You can pick those back up after we sign off together. And I want to encourage you to keep working on those paper boats or your dog. Maybe you try to make a cat in a different way. But put all that down for a second. And I want you to just take a big breath in through your nose and a big breath out through your mouth. Go ahead, Libby. Go ahead and sit up straight or stand, whichever is more comfortable, but get your back nice and straight. And I want you to feel your feet on the ground or what you're sitting on. Notice, what are my feet touching right now? And then actually feel it with your body. Can you feel your socks? Can you feel your shoes? Can you feel your bare feet touching the ground or your feet and your socks, whatever it may be? Just notice, what am I feeling right now with my feet? That's called getting grounded, just kind of knowing where we're at. Let's do another big breath in. And a deep breath out. Great. Now I want you to raise your arms up right to the sky, nice and tall, and stretch. Your back nice and here on the sides of your arms like that, okay? And feel your breath go in and out of your body. Feel it in your lungs. Feel it as it goes in your nose and out your mouth. All right, I want everyone to close their eyes, and you can continue to breathe. And I want you to think of something that you're grateful for, a gratitude. Maybe it's someone that's helping you right now at home. Maybe it's a delicious meal of food that someone made for you. The way a family member helps you out at night or checking in with you. I want you to think of that gratitude. And then at some point today, if that person's in your house, talk to them, call them on FaceTime, call them on the phone with your parents or family members' permission, and just tell them that gratitude. Tell them what you're thankful for and how you feel about them, because it all helps us to stay connected as a community. And thank you for connecting with me today. I really had a great time. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put our hands up, Triple C style, to say goodbye. If you're new to this, you'll figure it out. We are out of here. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Talent show tomorrow. Show up. Bring your talents. We want to see them and hear them.
How do you sign up?
You just click the link, go to our Facebook, and go to the link.
Okay.
Is there a
Just
way
like you did today, do the same thing. Yeah, you can get the link through the Facebook post. So we have a new post that'll go out for tomorrow.
How do you like sign up? Do you just
You just
Like-
join like you did today, and then you'll tell us what you want to do. Yeah. It's that easy.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Give me a second.